Please note, remember to chock the wheels or engage your parking brake before removing your driveshaft. For instructions on how to install your new bearing on a first-gen Tacoma, a T100, or a first-gen Tundra, skip to this timestamp. For instructions on installing your new bearing on a second, third, and fourth gen Tacoma and a second and third gen Tundra, skip to this timestamp. For first gen Tacomas, model years 95 to 2004, the T100, model years 93 to 1998, and the first gen Tundra, model years 2000 to 2006, you will only need to remove the front half of the driveshaft. Before doing anything, mark the driveshaft in multiple spots to ensure it goes back in the same orientation. Support the back of the driveshaft and remove the 4 nuts holding the front of it on the transfer case. It may take some convincing to break free, so use a brass punch to avoid causing any damage. Then remove the 4 nuts and bolts at the rear of that section. Be careful not to drop the driveshaft when removing it. Once off the truck, extend those marks you made for more clarity. Place the circular end tightly into a vise and pound out the locking indent on the nut. Remove the nut and hang on to the driveshaft, as it could fall once the nut is removed. Remove the flange from the driveshaft and hang on to the large washer on top. Pull the bearing off of the shaft. There will likely be a number of shims that come with it. Hang on to those and take note of where they are placed on the shaft. If you have trouble removing the bearing or flange, you'll need to use a bearing puller. Next, clean the shaft, shims, and flange with brake cleaner or degreaser. Then coat the shaft splines with grease. Place the bearing onto the shaft, with the shims in the same position as they came off. Then the flange, and ensure it is realigned in the same correct position. Then the large washer and large nut. We recommend replacing this nut with a new one. Secure the nut down to 134 foot-pounds, and back it off and tighten it back down to 51 foot-pounds. Pound in the locking tab. You can now reinstall the driveshaft on the vehicle. Slide it onto the studs on the transfer case and secure it with a washer and nut. Then secure the back side of it with a nut and bolt. The washer goes on the bolt side. Tighten all 8 fasteners down and you can install your driveshaft carrier. Install your new JXB driveshaft carrier. For detailed instructions on this process, visit our driveshaft carrier install video linked in the description. For the later models of Tacomas and Tundras, the replacement is more involved. You'll need to remove the whole driveshaft. Begin by supporting the driveshaft. Mark the ends of the driveshaft and the flanges on the transfer case and rear differential to ensure you replace it in the same exact orientation. Unbolt the driveshaft carrier. Then remove the 4 nuts connecting the front of the driveshaft to the transfer case. Carefully pry it off of the flange to break it free, if necessary. Next, remove the 4 nuts and bolts connecting the driveshaft to the rear axle. Remove the driveshaft from the vehicle. Once off the truck, remove the 8mm grease fitting on the U-joint. Make more marks on both halves to ensure correct reassembly orientation. To remove the retaining rings, pound on each side with a brass punch. Then squeeze the rings out. Pound on one of the pins with a socket that fits into the hole, until the other side begins to press through. Place that protruding pin into the vise and hammer the U-joint off of the pin with your brass punch. Back on the table, hammer the inner pin back to the middle point until the other outer pin begins to slide out. Place it back into the vise and hammer it out of the U-joint with your brass punch. Have someone hold the drive shaft so it doesn't fall. With both sides out, you should be able to separate the 2 halves of the U-joint. Pound out the flattened section of the nut. Remove the nut and the large washer. Hang on to the washer for future use. Some drive shafts will come apart easily by hand or pound out with a hammer, and some will require the use of a bearing puller. Start by pulling the flange off first. For these later trucks, it is a good idea to replace the U-joint or at least have a spare ready in case anything gets damaged during removal, because this is the best time to replace it. Pull the OEM driveshaft carrier off of the bearing, then pull the bearing off. Be careful not to place the puller on or behind this dust shield. Pull the bearing off of the shaft. There will likely be a number of shims that come with it. Hang on to those and take note of where they are placed on the shaft. With the bearing removed, clean the shaft and the flange surfaces with brake cleaner or degreaser. Then coat the shaft splines with grease. Place the bearing onto the shaft with the shims in the same position as they came off. Then the flange, and ensure it is realigned in the same correct position. Then the large washer and the large nut. We recommend replacing this nut. Tighten it down and pound in the locking tab. Clean the U-joint flange. Reconnect the two halves of the drive shaft, then install the two outer pins and press them in with your vise. Once they are flush with the U-joint, use the socket to press them in further until you expose the grooves for the retaining rings. Back at the bench, reinstall the retaining rings. We recommend replacing these as well. Reinstall the 8mm grease fitting. Double check that your markings line back up and move back to the vehicle. Reinstall the drive shaft. Tighten and torque the 4 nuts down at the front flange. And the 4 nuts and bolts at the rear flange. Then install your new JXB Performance driveshaft carrier. For detailed instructions on this process, visit our driveshaft carrier install video linked in the description. Your installation is complete.